Okay, Jeffrey will come back, but that won't. Sue, yeah, Sue is here. That's. But we have 2 that don't count necessarily. Right, so we are gonna be short. I'm breaking, I told them, they gotta find people outside, because I've had my record, 2 years, maybe 2 and 3/4 years. Is this your spot? I've been here for a long time. Are we gonna miss what our first time here? I always say that though, by the way, I always say, oh, we're not gonna, and then people walk in. I rather than put that in the mailbox, and if I get lost, I figured I'd hand it to you. Hand delivery is, passe these days. Actually, mail is passe these days.
What about the end of the month? Is it still going to be closed?
End of the month?
Yeah, because isn't everyone going to the camp or?
Oh, we gotta figure it out Friday night. I'm not really sure about that. Who can take over? I think there's a couple people that will be able to.
Okay.
We're waiting to see who's going. And Friday night might be the iffy part, but Saturday.
For sure.
Saturday's covered because the gang
Yeah.
who's here
Yeah.
are always here.
Always here.
They're not coming.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can skip Friday. I can just come Saturday.
Okay. So. You forgot about Linda and Tom. I kept thinking about who's absent today. But Linda and Tom are here. Is Tom here? Yes. Oh. Okay. Now, forgive me for asking, do you have a Jewish background? Or yes. You're Jewish. Yes. That's all I have to ask. So we count. I know, she's a theologian. Well, unless she claims that she's a Jewish theologian, then I can stand next to the counter. Well, you maybe go check up on her. Depending on who else walks in.
Where's Jeffrey?
Jeffrey will come back. I told him to come back.
Jeffrey will come back.
Well, we didn't get everybody yet, so that's okay. That's okay. I just wanted to make sure at the beginning how close we were. So we are pretty close. If I have to, I'll do a more tour before we say knowledge even, so we can get those cottages in still. That would help me personally. I know that like India's sick. I mean, we have a lot of people.
Rabbi, do you count as an Indian?
Of course.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Are you? Well, of course, that she's Jewish.
We'll have you and the bride. Look at that. I'm gonna give it's not. I'm not giving it to my husband. He has to come. Well, he doesn't have to come, but he's coming.
I think that I even saw you at the services on Sunday. When we went to the cemetery. Were you there? No, you weren't there at the there's a couple of them who walk around here who doesn't look like me. Because, where's even Harold was there.
I have to refill my chocolate. Last time I was at, I didn't have my card and I didn't have when I was near Costco. I gotta get some. They didn't have chocolate. They did not have Hershey Kisses when I was at Costco. They had them when I was at the Costco in Florida when I was.
That helped.
And no offense, but I was not bringing back a gigantic bag all the way in the car with the belt and whatever else. So I have to get back here. When he goes to Costco, I'll have to get more and pick it up for me. I'm never over there. But I have to make a point to go over there. Getting some real, well, we eat chocolate.
Little Hershey bars or something.
Well, it's for the next time somebody is the winner. See, she's eating it and enjoying. So, all right. We gotta have fun. If you haven't figured it out, if you don't have fun, then there's just no point, right? You gotta have a little bit of fun.
In the book.
It's in the book. It's just kind of required. But, right. So all of you out in La La Land, somebody's watching. It might be my mom. Hi. Well, we always are zooming. Oh yeah, we're always not zooming. We're live streaming, but sometimes we forget that there's people. Yeah, it's doing. Or you can't hear? That's because they're not using the official microphone. I'll yell at them. Whoever them is, I will yell at them. All right. Well, with that, we did miss the opportunity to light candles, but because sundown has hit, we generally invite the Sabbath with lighting candles. But we do that before the sun has gone down, before the Sabbath formally begins. We missed that opportunity, and I left at 10 after 5 or quarter after 5, and I'm like, it's too early because they'll be like this by the time we get back. So I didn't want to do it then, and then Harold wasn't here. But we are getting very close. Sundown is inching later, and I think even by next week we'll be in good shape. So, or the next couple weeks. So we symbolically have our candles there. We just won't light them tonight since we don't want to kindle that flame already with the Sabbath having started. And next time, or next week, I will make a point of going ahead and lighting them, even though they may be this small by the time you walk in. But we will begin together on page 5, and when Steve comes in and Jeffrey with the kids comes in, I think we will be in good shape. And if the other Jeff walks in, then we'll give him a piece of candy too for his efforts. Your Jeff, not my Jeffrey. Yeah, got it. All right, so page 5, we join together in Shalom Aleichem. Page 5. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You'll find the formal beginning of Kabbalat Shabbat with our series of Psalms on page 11. Page 11, Lechu Neranina, the 95th Psalm. We join together. Lechu Neranina, Lechu Neranina, Lechu Neranina, Ladonai. Lechu Neranina, Lechu Neranina, Lechu Neranina, Ladonai. Naria, Naria, Litzur Yishenu, Nekadma Fana Bitoda. Naria, Naria, Litzur Yishenu, Bizmirot Naria lo. Lechu Neranina, Lechu Neranina, Lechu Neranina, Ladonai. Lechu Neranina, Lechu Neranina, Lechu Neranina, Ladonai. We turn over to page 14 by the arrow. Yismechu Hashamayim. The heavens rejoice and the earth is glad. The sea and its fullness roar. We remind ourselves that Shabbat is a time for rest from creation, and even the world is happy about that, so to speak. So page 14, we join together. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Umelo Yihiram Hayam, Yihiram Hayam, Yihiram Hayam, Umiloi, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Ya'alo sadai v'chol asher bo, az yiranenu kol yatse, kol atse ya'ar, lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz, yishpot tevel b'tzedek, v'yamim b'emunato. You'll kindly turn over to page 19. We haven't read this in a number of weeks. It is a lovely selection on the bottom of page 19. You'll find an invitation to welcome in or enter Shabbat from a Tel Aviv prayer community. And it's a wonderful depiction of Shabbat as an island of redemption. Abraham Joshua Heschel taught it in that way. I'll talk about him actually in a little bit. But let's read together the bottom, page 19, the selection together at the bottom of the page in the small print on the left. Blessed is your coming, Shabbat. Blessed is your coming. Bring with you rest and peace following a tumultuous week filled with so many demands. Bring the space in which, with others and alone, we can shape an infinity of dreams. Bring the hour of forgiveness in which to hear the pounding heart of another human being. Blessed is your coming, Shabbat. Blessed is your Creator, and blessed is your light. Amen. We turn over to page 20, where we join together again by the arrow as we lift our spirits, raising up our spirits to God. Again, the arrow on the right and the left in the transliteration, page 20. Romimu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romimu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romimu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romimu. Romimu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romimu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Page 21, kindly ask if you're able to rise. Page 21, you'll find this 29th Psalm as we join together. Mizmor leDavid, havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, havu l'Adonai kavod va'os, havu l'Adonai kevod shemo, hishtachavu l'Adonai behadrat kodesh, kol Adonai al hamayim, el hakavod hirim, Adonai al mayim rabim, kol Adonai b'koach, kol Adonai behadar, kol Adonai shover arazim, vaishaber Adonai et arzei halevanon, vayarkidem kemo egel, Levanon v'Siryon kimoven re'emim, kol Adonai chotzev lavotesh, kol Adonai yachil midbar, yachil Adonai midbar kadesh, kol Adonai yecholel ayalot, Vayechesov Ye'arod, Uvehechalo Kulo, Kulo Omer, Kulo Omer Kavod, Adonai Lamalbul Yashav, Vayeshev Adonai Melech Leolam, Adonai Oz Le'amo Yitain, Adonai Yevarech et Amo V'Shalom. You are welcome to be seated. Page 23, you will find L'Chadodi, our hymn that welcomes in Shabbat as a bride or queen into our midst. We have been doing the first two verses on page 23, the middle verse on page 24, and the last two verses on page 25. And as you see with the red on the right side of the page, when we get to that last verse, we have the custom, as the mystics do and did, especially in Tzfat in Israel, they would go out into the field and literally welcome in the Sabbath as the sun was going down. So we take that on traditionally by opening the door to the entrance of where we are. One day I'm going to get everybody to walk outside to the parking lot, but not on a 50-degree day. We'll do that in the spring or summer when it's nice. So in any case, page 23 rather, you'll find the beginning, and I'll give you the sign, and somebody will magically open up the door to the back when it's time. Somebody will raise their hand. Oh, Jeff's already going to get himself there. That's fine. Page 23, not yet though. Page 23, we join together. Lechadodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad. Hishmianu el hamyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shem u'tiferet v'litila. Lecha dodi dodi lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechuven elcha, ki mekor haberacha merosh mikedem nesucha, sof maaseh b'machshavat chila. Lecha dodi dodi lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri Kiva orech kumi ori uri shirda beiri kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha dodi dodi lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Middle of 25. Yahaminu semol tifrotzi v'et Adonai ta'aritzi ahol yadish ben partzi v'nismecha v'nagila. Lecha dodi dodi lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala. We rise and penei Shabbat nekabela. Face the door. B'hoi v'shalom ateret bala. Gam v'simcha u'v'tzahala toch emune am segula bo ichala lecha dodi dodi lecha dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nikaben la lecha dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nikaben la. You are welcome to be seated. Page 27, you'll find the psalm for Shabbat, each day having a psalm associated with it. You'll find the psalm for Shabbat on page 27 through 28, and it is Psalm 92. We join together. Mizmor shir leyom hashabbat tov lehodot la'Adonai ulezamer leshimcha elyon ulezamer leshimcha elyon lehagid baboker chastecha ve'emunatcha balelot alei asur balei navel alei higayon bechinor Mizmor shir leyom hashabbat tov lehodot la'Adonai ulezamer leshimcha elyon ulezamer leshimcha elyon Ki simachtani Adonai b'fo'alecha v'ma'asei yadecha aronen magadlu masecha Adonai me'od amku machshavotecha mizmor shir leyom hashabbat tov lehodot la'Adonai ulezamer leshimcha elyon ulezamer leshimcha elyon ishbar lo yedach selo yavin etzot bifroch We conclude the psalm, page 28, by the arrow. Tzadikata hamar yifrach ke'erez balevanon yizkeshetulim beveit Adonai Bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu Od Yenuvun Beseva Deshenim Verananim Yiyu Lehagid Ki Ashar Adonai Tzuri Tzuri Velo Avlatabo 29 Adonai Malaki Lavish Lavish Adonai Oshitazar of Tikon Tevel Baal Timot Mekolot Mayim Rabim Adirei Mi B'mishpareyam Adir B'marom Adonai Eidotecha Nemnu Me'od Lahavetcha Nava Kodesh Adonai Leorech Yamim. Page 30, you will find Kaddish Tom, the mourner's Kaddish. Those reciting, you're welcome to rise and join with me if there is anyone reciting. Page 30. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah v'yalma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam alomei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei dekudisha barichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Thank you for helping to make a minyan so I could say Kaddish. Always appreciated greatly. Will you tell Mindy that I'm doing a story? Just so she knows. She'll be back. I know. We miss her. I know. All right. Well, a little seriousness, but a little bit of fun midrash too. This Shabbat, we begin the book of Shmot, which is the book of Exodus. And it begins with an introduction to our greatest leader and teacher, who is Moses. Right. For generations, our commentators have debated the question, why Moses? What was so special about him? Right? So why would it be that he would come to serve as God's prophet, in essence, right? And God's messenger. And of course, you know the story. He's going to go to back to Pharaoh. He flees after killing an Egyptian taskmaster, seeing what's going on. It's not very good for the Hebrew slaves. He sees one killed by the taskmaster. He kills the taskmaster, or he sees one being beaten by the taskmaster. He kills the taskmaster, flees, and eventually comes to see the burning bush, right? Remember that? And we're going to talk about that in a second. So think about, what qualities do you think helped him become the leader that he was? This is an interactive. Today you have to answer questions. Yeah, what qualities of character do you think helped Moses become the leader that he was, besides Aaron helping him out, right? Compassion. Okay, good. Wonderful. Courage. Very nice. I hadn't thought about that one. Faith. Any others? Good. Well, here's a midrash about one you didn't say. Okay? One of those qualities of character that, according to this midrash, suggests was really what really tipped the balance in Moses' favor. And it's a short story. So when God set out to pick a leader for the children of Israel, the most important quality God was looking for was patience. Nobody said patience. Now, if you know the story of Moses, you know patience is an important word, right? Because what's going to happen to Moses later on? Did he have patience? He had patience for a really long time, and then eventually he lost his patience. Right? For 40 years. Because what did the Israelites do after they were finally taken out of slavery? Kvetched. As Linda just said, they kvetched. If you don't know what that word means complained. But not just complained, like complaining on steroids. Oi, right? You got to throw an oi in there, right? They kvetched, right? So for God, according to the Midrash, the rabbinic interpretation, as through Mark Gelman, who wrote Does God Have a Big Toe? But it's all based on classic midrashim, classic commentaries. God wanted somebody who would not give up no matter how bad things looked, no matter how much the people complained, and no matter how long it took to get to the land of Israel. You mentioned 40 years, right? So God wanted a patient person to be the leader. So God set out to make a patience test that could be used to find the right person for the job. Now the angels were always bothering God with ideas, and most of them were not all very good ideas. But God was patient, exactly. So God listened to all the angel ideas for a patience test. Gabriel, the angel Gabriel, came forward with a tangled ball of string and said, "Whoever has the patience to untangle this ball of string is our person for sure." Well, God did not like this test because untying knots is just boring work, and string untanglers usually are the kind of people who save rubber bands, and that's not what God had in mind. I have to say I'm probably guilty of that one there. Then Michael the angel, flew forward with a little puzzle box. You had to twist it so that all the red squares were on one side and all the green on the other and all the blue on the other and all the yellow on the other. It's a Rubik's Cube. At least, well, maybe it's the angel version of it. Anyway, Michael said, "This is a great patience test. You have to figure out how to get all the same colors on the same sides. I am still working on this one, so any person who can solve this puzzle is our person for sure. God sent Michael away after explaining that you did not need the patience to solve puzzles as much as you need persistence. And God was convinced that some of the worst leaders had the most persistence. Then, of course, God had an idea that was the very best patience test of all. God caused a bush to start burning in the desert, just near where the shepherds were pasturing their flocks. A few shepherds passed it and walked away. They didn't even notice that the bush was burning. But what was it not doing? Being consumed. It was not burning up. Bushes are not special. And the bushes on fire are really not that special in the desert. Nobody took the time to sit long enough to watch that miracle happen. We tend to think about bushes, think about it, right? Bushes, now you got to think about California. I hate to say that. We have to think about what's going on there. It only takes a little spark to consume. But bushes, in a bushfire, you hear about that all the time, right? Well, in the ancient world, it wouldn't have been unusual to see something burning in the brush and just kept walking by it. But Moses, who had run away from the palace and had become a shepherd, saw the bush, and what did he do? According to the Midrash, he sat down on the ground and he watched. Moses watched, and he saw that the bush's leaves were burned off and the bush's branches were black, just like any ordinary burning bush. The only thing different about this burning bush was that it did not burn up, meaning it just continued to burn, and the branches never fell down in a heap, and the fire never went out. It didn't consume. It wasn't consumed. And Moses was the only one who waited long enough to watch and notice what was happening. Moses tried to get the other shepherds to come over and watch the bush with him, but they all had better things to do. Moses also had better things to do, but he did not know that he had better things to do at this time. He will learn it soon, that he will certainly have better things, more tasks to do on behalf of God. So think about this story and think about the qualities of character. You said courage. We said, certainly patience. We said persistence. I think vision. Vision is one of those things, which is what Moses had, the ability not just to have the patience, but to actually see the bush in a different way than the shepherds didn't see. So this Monday we observe MLK. We did observe Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and I know it's going to be a very cold one. But just as we reflect on Moses as a leader, I think we can take a few moments, and I encourage you this weekend and certainly on Monday to think about Martin Luther King Jr. in a similar light. Because one of his great qualities, I think personally, was his extraordinary vision, his ability to see what might be one day, and his ability to look at the world and envision something that could be greater than what it is. But moreover, he had the ability, I think, as well, and in this, I think, speaks to our midrash, our story, to look at people and to envision human beings created in the image of God, and to have the patience to work for that, right? In the midrash, Moses had the patience to notice and see it. Here he has the vision was fashioned by the quality of patience in showing the world. So he understood that it was going to take time. He had to work hard, that he could, through his inspiring speech and through his education of others, through his nonviolent protest, that indeed we can achieve freedom, respect, and love in the world. Not just hold up our hands and go, I can't get it, we're not going to work for it. But to have the patience and the follow-through and the courage and the vision to make it happen. It's still in process, we know that. And so I think it's up to us, especially on MLK Day, a day like Monday, for us to remember that the baton has been handed to those of us who are still here. We have to maintain that sense of vision, that sense of courage, persistence, and patience, certainly, to make the world the way it needs to be. Follow the line of Martin Luther King Jr. and follow the line of Moses, who took us out of Egypt, out of slavery. I'll leave you with one thought. Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel taught that a prophet sees the world through the eyes of God. I love that because I think it charges us to be a prophet like Moses, Some consider Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. to be a modern-day prophet of sorts, right? Someone who could communicate the word or the image of what God really would want in the world, seeing the world through the eyes of the divine, and certainly having the patience and resolve to bring healing and redemption to the world in which we live. So I hope you'll think about those various thoughts on through the weekend on this Shabbat as we come into Martin Luther King Jr. weekend. Certainly on Monday as we observe the day, and our kids are home from school. We're home from Sunday school this week because they're home from school on Monday, and it being a, quote, holiday weekend. But I think it's important to think about what the holiday really is meant to be and all about. So keep that in your thoughts. As we go into the evening service, another opportunity to make the world a better place with a new day that arrives. And that's the Jewish calendar. The evening marks the arrival of the new day, formally the arrival of Shabbat. So if you'll turn to page 39a and kindly rise, if you're able to, as we join in the evening service. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Baruch hu et Adonai hamivorach. Baruch Adonai hamivorach, hamivorach leolam va'ed. Hamivorach, hamivorach leolam va'ed. You may be seated. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'ro ha'arvim. Umavir yom umehevi laila umavdil ben yom uven laila Adonai tzavaot shemo el chai v'kayam tamid yimloch alenu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai amari v'aravim. Page 40, we join together. Ahavat olam beit Yisrael amachavta. Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochveinu u'v'kumeinu nasiach b'chukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki heim chayenu v'orech yameinu v'orech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla yomam v'layla v'ahavatcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. 41. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uvshochbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. We read the English together on 41. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all that is yours. These words that I command you this day shall be taken to heart. Teach them again and again to your children. Speak of them when you sit in your home, when you walk on your way, when you lie down, and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand and as a symbol above your eyes. Inscribe them upon the doorposts of your home and on your gates. We turn over to page 44, Umalchuto B'Ratzon, leading up to Michamocha. We are just again beginning the story of the Exodus from Egypt and the story of Moses this week, learning again about him and how he came to be the leader he came to be. Page 44, you'll find the words Michamocha, the words we sang as we crossed out of slavery into freedom over the Red Sea. We join on the top of 44. Umalchuto beratzon kiblu aleihem Moshe uMiriam uvnei Yisrael echadnu shira v'simcha rabba v'yamru chulam michamocha ba'elim Adonai michamocha nedar ba'kodesh Norati lodo seifele Malchutecha ra'uvanecha Bokei ayam lifnei Moshe Ze'eli anu v'yamru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed V'ne'emar kifada Adonai et Yaakov Uge'alo miyad chazak mimenu Baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael. Page 45, you'll find our selection, our Hashkivenu prayer, asking for a sense of peace as we end our day and begin anew. Page 45 on the left, if you'll join with me in the English. Allow us, Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. For you, God, watch over and deliver us. And you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace, now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Ushmor tzeitenu uhuvoenu l'chayim l'shalom yatav yad olam ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Baruch atah Adonai, ha-porei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael. V'yal Yerushalayim. Amen. Page 46, we rise as we join together the singing of Vishamru, top of the page. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam Oti le'olam, oti le'olam, v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et haaretz v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et hashabat lahasot et hashabat lidorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi shavat vayinafash shavat vayinafash shavat vayinafash v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et hashabat la'asot et hashabat lidorotam berit olam. You'll find Chatzi Kaddish, page 46 in the middle. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba b'yamad yivarach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael bagala bagala u'v'zman kariv v'meru amen. Yehishmei Rabba mevorach le'olam olam me'almaya yitbarach yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitrama v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha berichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata Damiran mi'alma v'imheru. Amen. You'll find the silent Amidah this evening, beginning on page 47, continuing through page 52. As always, feel free to add your own thoughts to the words on the page, and when you're through, you're welcome to be seated. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ויעמד יברך ירותיו, וימליך מלכותיו, וחייכנו וימכנו, וחיי רחובי ישראל, בעגלה בזמן קריב ויאמרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם עולם מעולמיה יתברך, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר בשמם ינסה, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו, לעילם מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בימה ויאמרו אמן. תתקבל צלותינו ואותון דכל ישראל כל דמה והונה בשמיה ויאמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמרו אמן. יעשה שלום יעשה שלום שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל יעשה שלום יעשה שלום שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו Amen. If you'll kindly turn forward in your Siddur to page 173, there you will find our Misha Berach, our prayer for healing. We add every Friday night and again on Saturday morning as we are studying the Torah. Again, the far left side of the page you'll find our song, and as we prepare to sing together, we certainly keep in our thoughts those I have here on my list, and if you have a name to add after, I'll go around as always. We'll add those as well. So this evening, we keep in our thoughts Daniel Eliezer ben Tzvi, Shulamit bat Gittel, Yisraela bat Zipporah, Shulamit bat Binyaminu Malka, Devorah bat David, and Devorah bat Abraham Basara, Dan Siegel, Danielle Rice, Gittel Glasser, Ari Sanders, Bill Bucks, Lynn Alexander, Marjorie Morstein, Diane Hickey, Barbara Feingold, Harriet Siegel, Lori Kahan Simon, Nadine Hyman, Ed Tansky, Irene Friedman, Gary Kramer, Arthur Stone, Francis Haber, Caitlin Weathers, Danielle Santini, Julia Bernanke, Teresa Timmons, Suzanne Gott, Joan Klepp, Estelle Rice, Hannah Lippman, Susan Aller, Megan Contigno, Natalie Kogan, Candace Dobro, Bernie Rowe, Danny Ashmore, Deborah Rubenstein, Betsy Kahn, Esther Wiener, Herb Silver, Alan Yost, and Mike Rickoff. And any names we add at this time? Any others? We keep all of them in our thoughts as we join together on 173. Misheberach Avotenu Mekor HaBeracha Le'imotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu Mekor HaBeracha La'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Refuah shlema to all in need. We turn back in our Siddur to page 56. There you will find Aleinu. Hey, Wanda, do you want to help me open up the doors and close the doors, if you don't mind? As we rise, we join together in Aleinu, page 56. I opened the doors before someone closed them. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol latet gedula liotzer breshit shelo asanu kegoye haratzot v'lo samanu k'mishpechot adam ha shelo sam chelkenu kahem v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרומים Hu Eloheinu ein od, emet malkeinu efes ulato, kakatuv b'torato, v'yadat hayom v'hashevota elev avecha, ki Adonai hu ha-Elohim, b'shamayim imal, V'yaretz mitachat einod al ken nekavel echad Eloheinu le'ofer t'secha. Ki hamalchut shelcha hi ulamei timloch bechavod Kakatuv b'toratecha Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed v'nemar v'haya Adonai le'melech al kol ha'aretz v'yom hahu yiheh Adonai echad u'shemo echad, u'shemo echad. You are welcome to be seated. As we pause to recite Mourner's Kaddish once again this evening, we keep in our thoughts those whose yahrzeits occur today and the week that is coming. Leah Laurie, Selma Etten, Edward Berkowitz, Nanette Gordon, Herman Glickman, Isidore Jacobson, Rhea Rosenthal, Thomas Fetter, Morris Leffert, Rose Taba, Harry Rosen, Esther Ginsberg, Gussie Stotsky, Carol Morstein, Arthur Zaks, Florence Schroeder, Johnny Hughes, Martin Pittman, David Irwin Horowitz. All those reciting Kaddish Tome, Mourner's Kaddish. You'll find it on page 58. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute, v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei dekudisha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran v'yalma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. May be seated. We have a few announcements, but you have to talk into the mic. Yeah, because I get accused of La La Land not being able to hear you.
Okay. Announcements for tonight. The Friday night Oneg is sponsored by Steve and Sue Arkin. And Saturday morning Kiddush is Neil Baskin. This Sunday is Music on Sundays at Temple of Israel. It begins at 3 p.m. featuring David and Lisa Kaiser. The office is closed on Monday, January 20th for the Martin Luther King holiday. The unveiling for Barbara Rabhan is Monday, January 20th at 11 a.m. at Beth Israel Cemetery. Please come remember Barbara and help make a minion in support of the family.
And wear warm clothing.
Yes.
It's supposed to be not even 32 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Unveilings are fairly quick, but we'll still be outside for a few minutes.
Okay. Join the members of CBI Sisterhood on January 25th for Sisterhood Shabbat. Services begin at 10 a.m. with Kiddush lunch sponsored by Sisterhood to follow. Tickets are now available for the Congregation Beth Israel Shamrim Award Dinner honoring Harry and Cheryl Gleish. Visit our website to purchase tickets. Don't forget, tickets are on sale for Greenville Jewish Film Festival's pop-up movie, Running on Sand, premiering February 9th, 2025 at 4 p.m. at Camelot Theater. Reminder, there is no Sunday school this Sunday and no Turning Points class this Sunday. Weekly reminders. Sunday is Intermediate Hebrew with Fred Leffert at 11:15 a.m. Rabbi Cohn's new adult ed class, The Whole Megillah, begins Sunday, January 26th at 9:45 a.m. Tuesday Torah study class with Fred Leffert meets at 5:30 p.m. via Zoom. Please see the CBI website, newsletter, and bulletin for more information on all of these programs, and anniversaries.
Yeah, we combined, since we were not here last week, and either Friday night or Saturday due to the weather, we missed some birthdays, so we combined the list for everybody. So if you want to read that.
Okay, anniversaries, 113 Leon and Irene Friedman. Birthdays, January 4th, Ethan Kadar's 18th birthday. January 15th, Samuel Collin. January 17th, Marcia Suval. January 20th, Nate Einstein. January 21st, Bruce Fine. January 21st, Emily Boaz. January 22nd, Emily Hirsch. And January 23rd, Sue Arkin. And in addition, I just want to add that Gift Wrap this year earned just shy of $5,000 in 2 weeks of gift wrapping, and we will be doing it next year, and thank you to everyone for their hard work.
Commit everybody right
And-
now. Huh?
Yes, and good Shabbos.
Shabbat shalom. Yes. So happy anniversary. You had an anniversary as well earlier in the month, didn't you? You guys? Yeah. Oh, 2 anniversaries. Oh, she's not hearing you, but okay. I'll make sure she hears it. Okay. She's only 3 this year? For the Oh, Sue, you're not, I don't know if you're hearing that one, but apparently you're 3, you said, to the 4th power. Anyway, happy birthday coming up, happy anniversary coming up. We're going to end and we'll go in and keep celebrating, so everyone's welcome to come join us. Please do. We'll have a little bit of kiddush and motzi over the wine and over the grape juice rather, and the bread, and then we will eat a little, nosh a little bit, and chat. So we don't need a page. Get your hand, we're going to do the simple one. A little bim bam Shabbat shalom as we conclude. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam bim bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, hey Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat. Shalom. Shabbat shalom to everyone. Mazel tov. Happy meeting anniversary. Happy getting married anniversary. Happy birthday, Sue. She's like, thank you. And Shabbat shalom. Everybody, we'll head in the back. Do a quick motzi and kiddush and motzi and have a quick nosh. They're back there putting a whole lot of stuff out. There's not that many people, so you have a lot to eat. But no one's complaining, huh? Jeff, thanks for helping out. As always. Seriously, thanks for helping out. I'm very happy that you're here. Yes, the last one is. Not the seventh, but Maftir. No, Maftir is. It's always the last one, yes. Well, I'm not here on Monday, so it's not going to be touched till Tuesday. No, but I won't do it tomorrow. Oh, that's fine, I got you. But just so you know, in terms of turning it in, it won't be touched till Tuesday morning. Hopefully Shamat's here, she was out most of this week. I may leave it on the desk.
That's right.
Okay, well, I will try to get it if you can. She said by the 27th. Electronically.
What's that? Yeah.